Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is North Baltimore versus Seneca East. I think we better get ready for a little bit of brain boxing. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it gonna be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU Brain Game. It is North Baltimore versus Seneca East. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. For North Baltimore, led by Coach Matthias. In slot number 1, we have Noah, a junior. In slot number 2, we have Caleb, a senior. And in slot number 3, Daniel, a junior. Now for Seneca East, led by Coach Heel. In slot number 1, we have Gavin, a senior. In slot number 2, we have Vaughn, a sophomore. And in slot number 3, we have Andy, a junior. Welcome to both of our teams. This is BGSU Brain Game, and we start things off as we always do with our toss-up round. In this round, there are 10 questions. Those 10 questions are worth 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer, so you can play a little bit looser on your buzzers. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. North Baltimore, Seneca East. Here we go. Johann Sebastian Bach played this instrument composed of 70 separate wooden pieces. Name it. That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Harpsichord?
Incorrect. Seneca East, chance to steal. That would be Andy.
The piano?
Incorrect. It's a violin. The trick there was 70 separate wooden pieces. Multiple choice question starts with an F. When cropland is plowed and lays idle for a season, the land is said to lie what? A, foreyard, B, fallow, or that would be North Baltimore. Noah.
B, fallow.
B, fallow is correct. Science term that starts with a C. Orange substance found in carrots that produces vitamin A. That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Keratin?
Keratin is correct. According to the book of Genesis, this man was a great-grandson of Noah. What biblical figure was king during the construction of the Tower of Babel? That would be Seneca East. Andy.
Solomon.
Incorrect. North Baltimore, chance to steal. That would be Noah.
Saul.
Incorrect. Nimrod is what we needed there. Name the famous spy whose final words were, "I only regret that I have," that would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Nathan Hale.
Nathan Hale, but one life to lose for my country. Often associated with kings and queens, these staffs were usually covered with jewels or gold. That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Scepter.
Scepter is correct. Multiple choice question. What 16th century scientist disproved the theory that planets move in a circular path around the sun? Is it A, Nicholas Copernicus? That would be North Baltimore. Daniel.
A.
Incorrect. B, Francis Bacon, or C, Johannes Kepler? Seneca East, chance to steal. That would be Gavin.
Francis Bacon.
Incorrect, is Johannes Kepler.
Never heard of that man in my life.
In the fall of 2024, this is multiple choice by the way, in the fall of 2024, the NFL started using a new alignment on kickoffs called the dynamic kickoff. At what yard line does the kicker kick from in this new, that would be North Baltimore. Caleb.
35.
35 is correct, yes. What private secretary of Thomas Jefferson went on an expedition with William Clark? That would be Noah, North Baltimore.
Meriwether Lewis.
Correct. An object traveling at 4 feet per minute would travel how many feet per hour? That would be Seneca East. Andy.
240.
240 is correct. That is all of our questions in the toss-up round. Let's take a look at our score. Seneca East at 10 and North Baltimore at 60 points. But we're just getting started here at Brain Game. You're going to want to stick around because risk and reward is coming up next. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. North Baltimore, 60 points. Seneca East, 10 points. Before we move to our next round, we have some new players to introduce. For Seneca East, in slot number 1, we have Blair, a junior. And in slot number 2 is Shane, a junior. Welcome to our new players and our returning players from the last round. This is the risk and reward round. In this round, both teams are getting the same questions. The first 9 are 10 points apiece, no deduction for an incorrect answer. However, the 10th question is the risk and reward question. We're going to give you a topic. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments on that topic. You get it right, you get the points. You get it wrong or a non-answer, you lose the points. However, if you don't like the topic, you can simply pass and walk out with your 9 questions in your back pocket. Sound good? All right, North Baltimore 60, Seneca East 10. Seneca East, you are off to isolation. Out you go. All right, North Baltimore, are you ready for your risk and reward round?
Yes, sir.
Starts right now. Starts right now. Multiple choice question. What number was worn by Lou Gehrig of the New York Yankees? Is it A, 1, B, 4, or C, 10? Caleb.
B.
B is correct. 4. Which element has the lowest boiling point? Noah.
Nitrogen?
Incorrect. Helium. Dakota is another name given to what group of Native Americans? Noah.
Sioux.
Sioux is correct. The word ethereal means extremely delicate or light. Spell ethereal. That would be Caleb.
E-T-H-E-R-A-L.
Incorrect. E-T-H-E-R-E-A-L. Excellent attempt. Adjectives such as green, round, and fuzzy are what type of adjectives? Noah.
Descriptive.
Descriptive is correct. Dagon, a half-man, half-fish deity, was revered by what biblical group? Noah.
Babylonians.
Incorrect. The Philistines. Multiple choice question. Some of his poems set to music include My Heart's in the Highland, Flow Gently, Sweet Afton, and Auld Lang Syne. Who was this poet? Was it A, Robert Frost, B, Robert Burns, or C, Robert Browning? Noah.
Browning.
Incorrect. B, Robert Burns. What instrument replaced the harpsichord that was popular during the Baroque period?
I think that's piano.
Noah.
Piano?
Piano is correct. Multiple choice question. In what mountain range can Mount Rakaposhi be found? Is it A, Karakoram Range, B, Swiss Alps, or C, Ural Mountains? That would be Daniel.
C.
Incorrect. A, Karakoram Range. Risk and reward time. The topic is presidential names. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments, or you can pass. North Baltimore, what do you say?
5 or 10. Let's go 10. 15. 15. All right, we'll bet 15.
Risking 15 points on presidential names. What is former President George W. Bush's middle name? Noah.
Walker.
Walker is correct. Risked points added to the score. And that is the end of the risk and reward round for you. North Baltimore, is now time for you. Step this way. That's right. It's off to isolation you go. All right, let's bring back in Seneca East. Come on in. Welcome back, Seneca East. Are you ready for your risk and reward round? Fantastic. It starts right now. First one is a multiple choice question. What number was worn by Lou Gehrig of the New York Yankees? Was it A, 1, B, 4, or C, 10? That would be Andy.
4.
4 is correct. Which element has the lowest boiling point? Time. Helium. Dakota is another name given to what group of Native Americans? That would be Shane.
The Cherokee.
Incorrect. The Sioux. The word ethereal means extremely delicate or light. Spell ethereal. That would be Andy.
E-T-H-E-R-E-A-L.
Correct. Adjectives such as green, round, and fuzzy are what type of adjectives? That would be Andy.
Descriptive.
Descriptive is correct. Dagon, a half-man, half-fish deity, was revered by what biblical group?
The Canaans.
Incorrect. The Philistines is what we needed there. Another multiple choice question. Some of his poems set to music include My Heart's in the Highland, Flow Gently, Sweet Afton, and Auld Lang Syne. Who was this poet? Was it A, Robert Frost, B, Robert Burns, or C, Robert Browning? In time? Shane.
Burns.
Burns is correct. What instrument replaced the harpsichord that was popular during the Baroque period? That will be Shane.
The violin.
Incorrect. The piano. Another multiple choice question. In what mountain range can Mount Rakaposhi be found? Is it the Karakoram Range, B, Swiss Alps, or C, Ural Mountains? That would be Blair.
The Ural Mountains.
Incorrect. Karakoram Range. Risk and reward time. The topic is presidential names. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments, or you can pass. Seneca East, what are you thinking?
20.
20 points on presidential names for Seneca East. What is former President George W. Bush's middle name? I'm sorry, out of time. Walker is what we needed there. Unfortunately, negative 20 points for you, Seneca East, and that is the end of the risk and reward round for you. Let's clear our scores and let's bring back in North Baltimore. Come on in. Welcome back to North Baltimore. Let us see where our scores stand. Seneca East has 30 points. North Baltimore has 115 points. Still anybody's game though now, because coming up next is our category round where questions are worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points, and deductions start. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. North Baltimore 115, Seneca East 30 points. As we move into our category round, this is where the power shifts a little bit to our players. We have 6 categories that you can choose from. In each category, there are questions worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points. But red alert, deductions start now. If you go for 20, that means you're also risking 20 points. However, there is one double or nothing question hiding somewhere in there. So double the points, no deduction. Could be a game changer. We'll find out soon enough. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Seneca East, at 30 points, you get to make the first selection.
U.S. history for 10.
U.S. history for 10 points. Identify the following places, people, dates, ideas, or things associated with the history of the United States. First permanent English settlement found in that would be Seneca East. Blair.
Jamestown.
Jamestown is correct. Seneca East still in control.
U.S. history for 15.
U.S. history for 15 points. What was the name of the treaty that ended World War I with, that would be Seneca East. Andy.
Treaty of Versailles.
Treaty of Versailles is correct. Seneca East still in control, making a move.
U.S. history for 20.
U.S. history now for 20 points. U.S. president nicknamed the dual fighter. That will be North Baltimore. Noah.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson indeed. And North Baltimore takes control.
Golfs for 15.
Golfs for 15 points. Based on the given description, identify each Gulf. Outlet of the northern Great Lakes, the world's largest estuary. That will be Seneca East. Shane.
Erie Gulf.
Incorrect. North Baltimore, chance to steal. Time. Gulf of St. Lawrence is what we needed there. North Baltimore in control.
U.S. history for 25.
U.S. history for 25 points. Kentucky senator who proposed the Compromise of 1850. North Baltimore, Noah.
Henry Clay.
Henry Clay is correct. North Baltimore in control.
U.S. history for 30.
U.S. history for 30 points. President in office during the Supreme Court's Dred Scott versus Sanford decision. Seneca East, Shane.
Andrew Johnson.
Incorrect. North Baltimore, chance to steal. That would be Noah.
James Buchanan.
James Buchanan is what we needed there. Yes. North Baltimore in control.
Solve me for 15.
Solve me for 15 points. This is our double or nothing question. How many total days are in the months of January, April, and May? Seneca East, Shane.
31.
Incorrect. North Baltimore, chance to steal. That will be Daniel.
92.
92 is what we needed there. Yes.
Let's do solve me for 20.
Solve me for 20 points. An object traveling at 5.5 feet per minute would travel how many feet per hour? That would be North Baltimore. Daniel.
450.
Incorrect. Seneca East, chance to steal. That would be Shane.
650.
Incorrect. 330 feet per hour. North Baltimore in control.
Golfs for 10.
Golfs for 10 points. Battlefield site in the 1980 to 1988 Iran-Iraq War. North Baltimore, Noah.
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf, yes. North Baltimore in control.
DD words for 15.
DD words for 15 points. Based on the given description, identify each vocabulary word that contains one group of 2 consecutive Ds in its spelling. A person who experiences painful withdrawal symptoms if he or she does not receive, that would be North Baltimore. Caleb.
Addict.
Addict is what we needed there. Yes, North Baltimore in control.
DD words for 20.
DD words now for 20 points. A female deity. North Baltimore. Caleb.
Goddess.
Goddess is what we needed there. Yes. North Baltimore in control.
DD words for 30.
DD words now for 30 points. An additional note included at the end of a book or document. North Baltimore. Noah.
Addendum.
Will we accept that? Yes, we will. North Baltimore in control.
Let's go double D for 25.
Double D for 25 points. A mystifying, misleading, or puzzling question posed as a problem to be solved or guessed. That would be Seneca East. Shane.
Riddle.
Riddle is correct. Seneca East takes control.
Solve me for 10.
Solve me for 10 points. If you are carrying 8 dozen boxes of donuts and give a box away, how many total donuts do you have left? North Baltimore. Daniel.
84.
84 is correct. North Baltimore back in control.
Let's do DD words for 10.
DD words for 10 points. An informal name for a young child who has begun to walk. North Baltimore. Daniel.
Toddler.
A toddler is correct. That's the end of that category. North Baltimore in control.
Let's do golfs 20.
Golfs for 20 points. Adjacent to Canada on its east and partially defined by the Kodiak Islands on the west, this gulf is an arm of the Pacific Ocean. North Baltimore. Noah.
Gulf of Alaska.
Gulf of Alaska is correct. North Baltimore still in control.
Golfs for 25.
Golfs now for 25 points. Located due north of Estonia, leads to the port of St. Petersburg. Time. Gulf of Finland. North Baltimore in control.
Solve me 25.
Solve me for 25 points. What is 5 cubed minus 3 squared? North Baltimore. Daniel.
216.
Incorrect. Seneca East, chance to steal. That would be Andy.
116.
116 is correct. Seneca East takes control.
Solve me for 30.
Solve me for 30 points. What is the product of the number end of round? Let's take a look at our score. Currently in the lead with 290 is North Baltimore, but we're not finished yet. That's right, our brainstorm round is coming up next. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. North Baltimore currently in the lead as we go into our brainstorm round. Before we get to that round, though, I want to welcome back some players from Seneca East. In slot number 1, let's welcome back Gavin. And in slot number 2, let's welcome back Vaughn. And a big welcome back to all of our returning players from the last round. All right, this is all the marbles now. This is the brainstorm round. In this question, all questions are worth 20 points apiece, negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, but no stealing. I repeat, no stealing in this round. North Baltimore, Seneca East. The brainstorm round starts right now. This segregationist was 4 times governor of Alabama. He also ran for the U.S. presidency. That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
George Wallace.
George Wallace is correct. In the Iliad, what event spurs the sulking Achilles to re-enter the battle? Time. That would be the death of his friend Patroclus. He wrote The Marble Faun and The House of the Seven Gables, along with his better-known novel, The Scarlet Letter. North Baltimore, Daniel.
Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Hawthorne is correct. Whose assassination is often cited as the cause of World War I? That will be North Baltimore. Noah.
Franz Ferdinand.
Franz Ferdinand is correct. The satellite Telesto orbits around which planet? North Baltimore, Daniel.
Jupiter.
Incorrect, Saturn. With what sport are the terms butterfly, breaststroke, and that would be North Baltimore, Caleb?
Swimming.
Swimming is correct. What mountain range separates Europe and Asia? North Baltimore, Noah.
The Urals.
The Urals is correct. In geometry, what do we call a deductive argument for a mathematical statement? North Baltimore, Daniel.
A proof.
Indeed, it is a proof. What is the force that opposes motion between 2 surfaces in contact? That will be North Baltimore. Daniel.
Friction.
Friction is what we needed there. Correct. What is the term for the overall economic output of a nation? That will be Seneca East. Andy.
GDP.
GDP is correct. What is the term for the study of human populations? North Baltimore, Caleb.
Census.
Incorrect. Demography. What is the name of the architect of the famous glass pyramid outside of the Louvre Museum? Time. I am pi is what we needed there. A cyclist rides at a constant speed of 15 miles per hour. How far will they travel in 2.5 hours? North Baltimore, Daniel.
37.5 miles.
Correct. What author used the pseudonym Richard Sanders? Time. That will be Benjamin Franklin. Shark skeletons are made up of what material? That will be North Baltimore. In time, Daniel.
Cartilage.
Cartilage is correct. Let's take a look at our score, end of round, and our winner with 430 points is North Baltimore. Let's give both these teams a big round of applause. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, let's come out, meet in the middle, and we will see you at the next BGSU Brain Game. Come on out.